If you have a child in a private school, then your child or children are part of the 70% of students in private schools in Uganda and should brace yourself to dig deeper into your pocket. The schools are contemplating raising fees to offset the new taxes government is levying on them. The proprietors of private schools under the umbrella body, the National Private Educational Institutions Association Uganda, are asking government to introduce a general tax for private and public schools. The call emerged during a meeting here in Kampala of private school owners and officials from the Education and Finance ministries, as well as the Uganda Revenue Authority. In the 2014-2015 budget, government introduced income tax on the profits of private schools after a tax holiday of over 10 years. Finance Minister Maria Chiwanuka lifted a 30% income tax exemption.
Because of the tax base which is low and the challenges that we have had in the past, such that we are even still at 82% instead of 100% of our own financing. Government has had to limit exemptions.
We understand the noble responsibility and obligation of paying taxes, but they are exorbitant.
Some of our children are in government schools and they are paying over 1 million. There is no withholding tax, there is no bus tax, there is nothing.
But URA Commissioner General Doris Akol, who heads the tax collection body, says the state does not earn income from which income tax can be charged, and therefore
that is not feasible in the sense that they operate different bases, and those different bases that they operate in create different, call it tax obligations.
Now, the school owners are warning that if government remains adamant, they will pass the burden onto parents.
In order for us to provide services, and we are overburdened with all these taxes, we shall be forced to raise up the school fees to meet these obligations.
We need to make ends meet. We have to put it on the parents in order to meet. You cannot convince government that you are not making profit.
Private schools pay at least 13 forms of taxes to the central government and Kampala City Authority for city schools. These include local service tax, trading license, pay-as-you-earn, income tax, withholding tax, assessment form and ground rent. The supply of printing services will now be taxable in the form of value-added tax.
We propose, if we have one genuine general tax to be imposed on private schools, and the Ministry gazettes it, and includes it even in our Bibles or respected statutory books, we shall highly welcome that.
The tax on private educational institutions was abolished in 2007 on President Yoweri Museveni's directives. He argued that the institutions were complementing government in providing education. In the latest budget speech, Finance Minister Chiwanuka said government aimed at raising 15 billion shillings from the new schools tax. Shilanduchire, NTV.